I am not special. I just practiced a lot, and
Yep.
it's the same for anybody else. And if to any young musicians or old musicians too, like just find time to practice and enjoy it. That's all I could say is don't waste your time doing things you don't enjoy for notoriety. Like spend time doing what you love with people you love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Land of Music podcast with your host, Adam Roach.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Going well, man. Thank you so much. How about
No
yourself?
problem. Yeah, very good. Just woke up, but yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty early over there.
Yeah, it's 7:30 a.m.,
Cool.
but it's worth it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to interview me.
No problem. So where are you now? Over in the States, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in California.
Okay, yeah. Oh, nice. Very good.
Yeah, I love your setup back there, man. Those are some kick-ass guitars. The
Yeah,
EVH, right? The Van Halens.
yeah, it's actually a custom made from a guy in LA, actually.
Oh, very cool.
Neil Daly, his name is. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Thankfully, there's been a great response to the announcement of the tour, so we're just really excited, and we want to
Yeah.
talk to everybody about it. We're really excited. We got the new album coming out,
Yep.
and then we just announced that tour out there in Australia with Crystal Lake, and we're really excited for that too. Seems like the fans are as well. So
Yeah.
we're ready, man. I wish it was happening now.
I know it's what May, isn't it? May 5th to the 10th
Yeah,
next
7 months away,
I
dude.
know.
It's too far. As soon as we heard we were coming back, we were excited. We absolutely love it out there.
Yeah, that's so. When we were here last, was it last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, last February.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was awesome.
yeah. I mean, it's great that the bands are starting to come back over and do things again. Like it seems.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Any chance we get, if and that's thanks to the fans too. Really, they're the ones that are letting the promoters are seeing the buzz around the band, and we like to get out there as much as we can. Really,
yeah,
it is take a quite a bit of logistical figuring out to get there,
oh, yeah,
but it's worth it, man. Every show we play out there is super special, and we really can't get out there enough, to be honest. So
yeah,
the fact that we get to go 2 years in a row is absolutely awesome, and we can't wait to get out there.
yeah. No, it's great. And I saw is the support band is at Crystal Lake. So who?
Yep.
Yeah. So I haven't heard them before. I only had a quick look before. They sound really good.
Yeah, they rip, man. We're really excited to get to do those shows with them. We've been fans of theirs for a while, so the fact that we're able to link up and do those shows, it's going to be awesome. You're not going to want to miss those performances. It's going to be killer.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm in Melbourne, so I think you guys are playing at 170 Russell, which I'm pretty sure you played last time as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
in,
that spot was cool.
yeah, in the city there.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So do you guys get much of a chance to like to see the sights and check out
Uh,
Melbourne?
I I wish, like, yeah, a little bit, like we'll sound check and then we'll go try and take an hour or two to walk around the city center and stuff like that. I wish we had more time, but a
Yeah.
lot of it's just travel,
Yeah.
and maybe one time we go out there, we'll be able to plan like a little vacation after and maybe write some music there too. Cause
Yeah.
like I said, we absolutely love it out there, and there's a lot of our favorite bands are there too.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can link up with some friends while we're out there.
Yeah. That'd be really good. I mean, AC/DC, is that one of the bands? Or?
I wish. I wish, man.
Yeah.
No, we got some friends out there in Ocean Grove
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
Amity Affliction and North Lane.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we love all those guys. Done
Yeah.
some tours together with them, and yeah,
Oh,
love
that's
we
great.
love all the music that comes out of there too, man. Parkway, Thornhill,
Mm. There's a lot.
slowly. Yeah, man, there's tons. There,
Yeah, yeah.
myself, like personally, I love so much music that comes out of there. There's something out there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Something in the water, or maybe it's the ozone, or I want to spend time out there. I want what they're having. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like there's some really, really creative music that's coming out of there that I love. Dude, King Gizzard, like the list goes on, seriously. Like there's just so much great music that comes out of there.
yeah,
So we love going over there and just picking up on the vibes, you know what I mean? It's good
yeah.
vibes out there.
Yeah, so just talking about your new album coming out, Another Miracle.
Uh-huh.
So on the 14th of November. Now, I noticed that you're doing a like acoustic set the day before in LA.
Yeah.
So is that like the whole band?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We're all getting together. We've acoustified. That's not a word, but it is
I know
now.
what you mean.
Uh, yeah, it'll be acoustic renditions of some new songs and some old favorites.
Mm,
And as as a rock and metal band, it's just kind of fun to try and reimagine our songs a little bit
yep.
in a different way like that, using the acoustic guitars. And I use what's called a cajon.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Just yeah, just like a big
Yeah,
a little box type thing
yep.
that a sound box originated in Peru actually, which is where my heritage is
Mm,
from in South America. So I kind of try and channel my ancestors whenever I get to play that instrument, which
yeah,
is super fun.
that's really good. Yeah, I've got one of those in the garage. And I've also got,
Ah, cool. Oh yeah, the laptop congas or cones. Yeah.
yeah, they're really cool. I saw a band play in Thailand, like a little acoustic duo. And
Oh, cool.
the sound, I mean, once you play it in, the sounds are,
Oh yeah, you got a plug on that too. That's cool,
yeah.
man. Yeah, I was actually looking at some of those for the acoustic
Mm,
show we have coming up. But I'm just going to use my tried and true one that I've taken to a bunch of the we've done these performances in the past. It's
okay.
been quite a few albums since we've done them,
Yeah,
but people were asking for it, so we like to deliver, man. Give us a little challenge,
yeah,
make us reimagine some songs, and yeah, man, we'll have at it.
yeah, that's good. I think it's always good to do that too. I mean, just to break it down and you get a different vibe of the songs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah. Now, just going to some of the songs, I know you've got the three out so far. So you've got Troubled Water, Wake Up, and Another Miracle. Now, I
Mhm.
must say, Wake Up is probably one of my favorites.
Awesome. Thank you
Great
so
song.
much.
I love it. Yeah, it's a really good song. The thing I really love about it is your drum sound on that. I mean, you got your fills, which are amazing. um,
Thank you.
but the drum sound, I know, it's just a very different, it's very clear, but
Yeah.
without overpowering the other instruments. Like, you can really hear, like, everything's spot, especially when it goes those more acoustic parts before the distortion comes in.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
in the verses.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, man, that song in particular is really cool. I think on this album, on that song in particular, and then there's a couple other songs, I really, it's the ninth album. So like what haven't we done yet? You know what I
yep,
mean? And that's kind of like what we were thinking of with this album as a whole, like how do we push the music forward while still keeping it of mice and men, but trying and adding new elements.
yep,
And something I've really been enjoying doing while we've been self-producing is finding a way to make the drum treat the drums more as a musical instrument
mm,
than a rhythmic instrument, if you will. I
yeah,
think metal music is very rhythmic, rigid, and technical, especially metalcore with a
yep,
lot of the double kick and a lot of the drum fills and a lot of like the really busy drum work. But on this album, on certain songs, I wanted to try and make the drums sing a little bit more, give them some tonality and play them. That song in particular definitely has a little more groove
yep,
than a song like, let's say like Another Miracle. I feel like is more straightforward, technical, kind of like back and forth on the heaviness and the staccato playing. And I feel like a song like Wake Up is groovier, it vibes. Like when I'm playing, I'm kind
yeah,
of like moving almost like a snake or something like that. It's very like it's very flowy. And we've written so many songs and I've played the drums on all of them, of course, that like I just kind of when we're able to find those moments and write those moments,
mm,
I try and develop those parts more than just, oh, what's coming to my mind first. Let me do that. I'll start somewhere and then I'll listen to it and I'll play it over and over and over again, and then I'll put it on the back burner and work on other songs for a couple weeks. Then I'll come back to it and I'll see how it changes in my mind and develops. And I think that because we're self-producing, we're afforded that opportunity to be able to use time to our advantage to help develop these songs more. And I appreciate you saying that about the drums, because it is something that I did on purpose.
Oh, good.
And I don't know that when you're in a studio and you're paying by the hour for studio time, you want to get in and get it recorded and get out of
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, so when we're making it at home, there's a lot more time and I guess space to be able to get creative in that way and utilize that time to our advantage. And I think you could really hear that on quite a few of the songs on this album. Some of them are very technical and just what I call like barn burners, where it's just how can I fit the most drum hits in 3 minutes and 30 seconds that
Yeah.
I can. But others are, how can I let the drums breathe? How can I let the toms sing? How
Mm.
can I get tasty with some of the cymbals? What can I incorporate in these songs that I haven't done yet? And the cool part about being a musician is trying to figure out new ways to express yourself with your instrument. And
Yeah.
it might sound a little like maybe cliche or something, but like, when you're a band on album 9, I don't want to like write the same stuff over and over again and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
write the same breakdowns, just different patterns or whatever. I want to add new things. I want to incorporate different elements, maybe some like programming behind the drums to help it move in a different direction, or play the drums in a different way and try something different than what maybe was on the demo that was like demoed out, like if it was programmed or if it was just like a little idea. Seeing that evolution from the start to the actual finish of the song is something that I think is really cool, and I'm glad that you can hear it. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that shows, because it was intentional, and I am excited for people to hear the rest of the album, because
Yeah.
that's kind of all over the album. There's a lot of moments that are saved kind of for drums, and when I'm writing drums, I'm not just writing them to the guitars or to the bass. I'm also listening to the vocals and
Yeah.
allowing the vocals to have their moments as well, and try not to overpower all of the instruments. It's all
Yeah.
about like pre- precision, but also choosing your moments. And I
Mm.
learned that actually early on in our career from producer David Bendith, who was like, I didn't understand it at the time. Now, 6 albums later, it makes sense to me. But at that time, I was like, he just doesn't want me to overplay, and he doesn't understand this kind of music. It's metalcore. It's supposed to be fast and heavy and technical. But I get what he was saying now, and it's all about choosing the moments and not just going balls to the wall all the time and having it be just aggressive and technical. It's about, having it, letting it, giving it time to breathe, giving it a moment, so then you can come back in with heavy stuff or come back in with some more melodic playing. And I do like to describe my playing on this album as being much more melodic than I think
Mm.
earlier works, just
Yeah.
because the songs afforded the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Well, it definitely comes across, like I said, in that song in particular, because I mean, Aaron's vocals in that song are amazing as well. And so when he's singing his parts, and then you're pretty much you got to feel like in between. It's like you're having a conversation with Aaron. Yeah, you're doing your
Totally.
thing, and he's singing. Yeah, that's the way it comes
Absolutely.
across to me.
I mean, dude, I am such a big fan of his vocals and his lyrics, and I just feel so proud to have him as our singer. He's
Mm.
seriously my favorite vocalist. I want him to shine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So he gets his moments, and it's the same with all the guys in the band, but specifically, like, I'm just such a fan of him and how he writes and his melodies and his lyrics. And I want them to have the opportunity to to shine in the songs, because I think that it really is, he is just incredibly gifted and incredibly talented. So
Mm.
I do try and find moments that we can have that kind of conversation together
Yep.
in that aspect. And plus we're like, because when we're writing, he's also the bass player. We're like the rhythm section. We're locked. You know what I mean? Like, so rhythmically already, I'm like vibing off of him and with his vocals and with his bass playing on the album. It really is something that it's all taken into account. It's not by chance. It's done on purpose for sure.
No, that's great. I can't wait to hear the rest of the album. I've only heard the three songs so far, and yeah, it's great.
Oh, cool. Yeah, man. It's awesome. There's a lot of great stuff on that, man. We're really proud of it. And
Yeah.
the fact that we did it ourselves too, that feeling of pride with self-producing is, I mean, we couldn't have done it without working with all the producers that we've worked with on previous albums, because we
Mm.
definitely reference a lot of what they've taught us, because they were coaches, they coached us
Yep.
to be the musicians that we are now. And we have really listen to them and utilize that information that they've shared with us from their albums and albums and albums that they've produced. We listen to that,
Yep.
and they're teachers for us, and they taught us a lot. And I think that now that has allowed us the opportunity to be able to reference the things that they say when we're collaborating with each other, and when we're writing, and we're kind of referencing those things that they said to us in now these albums, these last three albums, Echo, Tether, and now Another Miracle, that we've self-produced. And it's just such a hugely gratifying feeling to be able to, do this ourselves and share it with our audience and have it connect with them so much too, which is just something that amazing that any musician would feel the same way of, if you're writing music and it's connecting with an audience, and they're singing those words back and they're understanding the songs from their own perspective.
Mm.
That's all we could ever ask for. We just write honest music about what happens in our lives, and
Yeah.
hopefully somebody can connect with it, and hopefully it helps somebody.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Well, I heard in another interview you guys talk about the song, is it Safe and Sound
Yeah,
on the album? So I can't wait to hear that one. Sounds like it's going to be a.
that song's beautiful, man. That
Yeah.
one's a really emotional, massive song, dude. That
Mm.
one's really cool. That's another one that's got some tasties in there that has
Okay.
a lot more groove based drumming than just the, real technical side.
Yep.
It's a song that Aaron wrote about his daughter before she was born. And now she's born and she's hanging out with us, and he got to bring her on stage at the festival that we just played a couple weeks ago. And yeah, man, it's crazy how songs can become reality. And
Yeah.
we write songs about how we're feeling, and Aaron is just such a wordsmith with his lyrical prowess, and just how he does everything is awesome. I'm such a fan. I'm a fan of my own band. Like, I feel so privileged. I feel so privileged to get to create music with these guys, and to, be on our ninth album and still feel that way. A lot of people can be burnt out and maybe not even like the music that they write, but they write it because they have to, because the
Yeah.
fans want it. And we're just so the complete opposite of that, man. Like, we just love what we do, and our fans allow us the opportunity to continue to make these albums. And first, they're for ourselves, and the fact that we're able to share them with our audience and have them connect with it is a really, really, it's the greatest gift that we could ask as musicians.
Yeah, that's right. So have you done many of these songs live yet from the new album?
Yeah, we've been playing Another Miracle and Wake Up, which has
Oh, really?
been really, really cool
Okay.
to get to see how two songs kind of polar opposite a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, they are.
But it's cool, man. Like, I look at our band as kind of like a Swiss Army knife. There's a lot of different, we have all kinds of different songs, and I think that it's really interesting. We got to do an Australian tour with Limp Bizkit,
Oh, yeah.
and they talked to us about crafting a set list. And we spent some time, doing that tour together and picking their brains, which is what we do whenever we get to tour with the legendary bands, where we're like, hey, can we punish you guys for like an hour and just like pick your brain. Like,
Yeah.
how do you do this? How do you, what do you do about this? And they were like, it's all about peaks and valleys with a live show. You got to bring them up and then you got to bring them down and then you got to bring them up so you can have higher highs and lower lows. And you kind of like take them on this like roller coaster of a journey. And that keeps the exciting moments really exciting. And then you have the more mellow moments to build back up to those more exciting moments. And I think it's just really cool getting to do that. And we try and do that with the albums too, but you really get to experience it in the live setting when we're making a set list and we get to kind of take the audience on a journey through all of our different albums
Mm.
and kind of blend all those songs together that are from very different times in our lives, but then they get to come together at the live show. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing when we come through in May,
Yep.
is kind of diving deep into all of our albums and bringing all of our music as much as we can to the stage and really kind of interweaving songs from all the albums into just this I don't know, the set list. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but only time will tell.
I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Now, just going back to the song "Wake Up," because I know you just said you guys play it live. Now, do you try and get those feels down exactly like the record, or do you change it live?
It's still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Like we just it's still pretty new, so I haven't really started saucing on it yet, is what I like to call it, like just
Yeah.
throwing some sauce on it. But I know that with time, much like all the music that we play, the longer we play it, the more I'm able to develop it and do something different live. I do like to keep most of the drum fills from the album
Yep.
in the live because I do have my drummer homies in the audience that are kind of playing along and they wait to hear for that part.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm the same way when I go see my favorite bands is I'm air drumming and I'm like, here it comes, brakaka. Like I won't be changing that, but it'll be adding different stuff in other parts that make it fun for the listener or the drummer that's in the crowd that might not expect to hear something different from another part. But I definitely try and keep the not the iconic drum fills because they're not iconic, but like the ones that are there, I like to keep there just because I know what it's like to air drum to something and then not hear it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's an embarrassing feeling that I don't want to bestow upon my drummer audience that is drumming along with me out there. But yeah, man, I think that song definitely has a lot of room to develop, and especially that ending after the breakdown when we go into the chorus for the last time. Actually, now that you mention that, when I've been practicing it for this tour we have coming up, I have kind of embellished a little bit on adding some fills and doing some tom flams and stuff like that to kind of make that part hit more, that maybe I didn't have those ideas when I was recording it. But it's hard, like as a musician, you're kind of always hearing stuff after the fact, or kind of being like, if you're hearing one of your favorite band's songs, you hear something that you would play as a drummer that's different than what they recorded. And that's just kind of the cool thing about being a fan of music as well as a musician, is if you practice enough, you can play what you hear in your head when you're playing it, and that just comes with practice and dedication. And I love music. I love my instrument. I love creating. So I'm just kind of always trying to think of different ways to embellish stuff. Not too much, obviously, because I still want the vocals to be singing and killing it, but live does bring a different atmosphere where I can kind of show out a little bit more than what's on the album that lives forever,
Yeah, for sure. Now, I know you said you started off like all the different instruments like violin, saxophone, guitar, bass, like everything else. So the drums, did I hear it? So you just taught yourself, or you went to a teacher?
Yeah. It was actually like, that was my fun instrument. I learned music theory and sight reading and reading music through playing the saxophone growing up. And then drums was kind of like when I started playing, like in my first punk band, I played guitar and our drummer didn't have a drum set. So I was like, well, I'm going to save up my money and buy a drum set off of like the classified ads or whatever from the newspaper. And I got this cheap drum set just so we could have band practice at my house. And it kind of sat collecting dust for a little while. And I thought maybe I should learn to play that. You know, I could play all these other instruments. That seems like a pretty fun instrument that, like, stick, hit. There's not much science behind drumming, right? Like, little did I know, my God, I've been on such a journey with learning how to tastefully play. And I still feel like I just have so much left to learn. But I love that side of it, you know? And so yeah, no, I learned most of the instruments that I play by ear, and still don't, you know, always learning, you know, I'm always trying to learn and develop my playing on all the different instruments. And now with technology and YouTube University, I can learn that stuff and try new things. And I think that's such an incredible asset that I think it's no wonder that we're seeing musicians excel so much and go viral for their playing and stuff like that, because there is so much information out there to be able to learn and develop your craft and hone your instrument and how you play it. And by no means am I trying to achieve any sort of notoriety for my playing in that way. I just like to have fun, man. And I think that kind of shows, I guess, in my playing. And also it's just something that with the instrument, specifically drums, that was my fun instrument. That was the instrument that, like, I just wanted to play and let out whatever I was feeling, you know. Not that I don't know, I'm not like a very aggressive person by nature outside of drumming, but I can get aggressive on the kit, you know what I mean? And technical and pushing myself. And it's a very physical instrument too. Oh, yeah. Which I really appreciate, and I like that side of it too. And it is challenging. My God, drums is, as I get older, it's fucking hard, dude. But it's nothing with meaning is easy. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's such a meaningful instrument. It's the basic building block to all music is rhythm, and to be able to create that as a professional musician is, I don't know, it's awesome. And I don't take that responsibility lightly. You know, I practice my instrument every day. I work on drums every day. And it's something that I truly and wholeheartedly enjoy. And I can, until my body fails me, until this flesh vessel doesn't work anymore, I'll be playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, especially for type of the songs you do, those double bass and getting those leads going, it's a big workout.
Yeah, it's hard, dude. It's hard. It's challenging, but it's hugely gratifying, and all it takes is practice. You know, anybody can do what I do. I'm not special. I just practiced a lot, and I know that anybody that practices as much as I have or more, anybody can do it. You know, like, that's the beauty about music, and really anything creative is just spend the time, make the time, and if you can afford to spend extra time practicing, like, you will get better. There is no doubt in my mind. This is all achievable. I am not special. I just practiced a lot, and it's the same for anybody else. And if to any young musicians or old musicians too, you know, like, just find time to practice and enjoy it. You know, that's all I could say is don't waste your time doing things you don't enjoy for notoriety. You know, like, spend time doing what you love with people you love. And yeah, man, I love being in a band. I love getting to do what I do, and I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me, man.
Yeah, I was just going to say, talking about time, we're out of time, but thank
I
you
tried
very
to wrap
much.
that up the best way I could.
That was awesome. But yeah, we'll see you in May next year, and look forward to hearing the new album.
Awesome, Adam. Thank you so much, man.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. We'll see you in May.
For sure. See you then.
All right. Cheers.
Bye. Bye.